It's Online Biz Real Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you, like always, with some incredible business partners from all over the world. And I'm so grateful. We have some new faces today, and they're going to go over their experiences, and we're going to go over the subject. This subject is actually pretty important, and it's discussed by a lot of people all around the world who wants to start an online business and had some experience with other online opportunities or just other opportunities to make a side hustle. So our subject today is I was in an MLM. Okay. Is this an MLM? And do I have to reach out to family and friends in this online business too? Okay. Obviously, the answer is going to be no. It's very clear. So we're going to, let the cat out of its bag before we even continue. So I want you to know that anybody who's watching this is not an MLM and you don't have to reach out to friends and family. And we're going to tell you how you're going to be doing this and their experiences. And everybody's going to go over this subject today and how it differs from an MLM and what type of work we do and how we literally pretty much advertise the online world. So I do these online biz real talks on a regular basis because we're coaches and mentors and we're helping people worldwide. We decided to help people worldwide to start earning online, to start earning an incredible income online while our business runs in the background. There's products included with this business, like literally we don't ship, we don't hold the products, but there is everything that you need to start this business. So this isn't a pyramid scheme. This isn't an MLM. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let my business partners take the floor. So thank you all for joining. God bless you. So Paulo, why don't you introduce yourself for us? And why don't you tell us a little bit about the subject today?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Paulo Perlez. I was born in the Philippines, grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, but live here in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I've been nursing for over 2 decades now, worked in all different areas of nursing. And I started this business just over 6 years ago because I needed a way out from burnout. I've experienced it twice in that career. And I was looking for something that I was still able to continue my job without having to physically get another job where I had to be in a different place and spend my weeknights, my weekends at this other job. And so that's when I came across this business. And what I love about it is, it isn't a multi-level marketing, which is what MLM stands for. And I know this in the personal experience because along the side when I was doing this business, I started getting I started doing this other vacation multi-level marketing business, and I had to actually write down, like my mentor made me write down all the names of people that I know from my family, friends, and colleagues. And I had to go bug at least 2 or 3 people on that list every day. And for me, as like I have no experience in sales, I don't like bugging people for things that they may or may not like. And it just wasn't something I felt comfortable doing. And so obviously that failed. And so I know what that experience is working for that sort of type of online business. And so with our business, it's a lot different because we have our automated system that's incorporated into this online business, which prevents us from having to bug family and friends because we teach attraction marketing within our training program so that you have people coming to you with your paid ads or your free ads instead of you going out to them. And for me, that was a blessing because at that time, even with my career now, but what I'm doing, but even at the time, I was so busy with my job. I was traveling between two provinces 6 to 8 times out of the month, working 10 to 16 hour days. And to have this business running in the background was really, really nice because everything was automated and I was getting leads. And so like even last weekend, I was busy having fun, enjoying life, hanging out with my friends, going to events. I had 6 leads coming into my email. And after that, the whole system takes over. And so I don't have to worry about sending out emails to them or remind them about watching the information webinar because our system does it all. And so that's how our system is. And I'll pass it back to Georgia just so other people can share their experiences. But my experience so far is that this is an amazing system. It's one of the kind. It's been tried and tested over the past 7 years, and it works because our community is constantly growing. And it's just something that I don't look back on. Like, I don't regret doing this. I'm glad I jumped in and took the risk and started this business. So back to you, Georgia.
Thanks, Paulo. And yeah, it's the thing is when you said there's so many people starting this business, I have somebody that wants to get started. Their husband was saying like, oh well, there's so many people, it's obviously an MLM. I'm like, there's so many people because we're real and we're legitimate. And as soon as they see our system, they get started. Oh, there's products involved and there's this, and it's surely an MLM. I'm like, how is it an MLM if there's products involved? I don't understand. We don't have to store or ship the products, and the products are very high end. So I really like that I have all those answers for the people who are thinking it's MLM. And I really like the fact that, it's not an MLM, but to be honest with you, I'll be totally honest with everybody who's watching. If an MLM was to make me money, I wouldn't care. I'll be totally honest. If this was an MLM, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, who cares if it's an MLM? I'm making all kinds of money. If that person above me takes a percentage of my money, I don't care because I'm making 5K a sale. Like, I wouldn't care if I'm making money. And that's what I was telling this person. I'm like, do you want to make money? Like, I don't understand. This is not an MLM, and the way you're talking, it's like, I'm not here I'm not here to convince people that this is an incredible real business and it's not an MLM or a pyramid scheme. I'm here to inform you, okay? I'm here to give you these informational videos because I'm a coach and mentor and I help people get started. So if you get started, you are going to begin an incredible journey with some incredible people that you've never thought you would ever meet. Like, I literally, sometimes I look around me and I'm like, wow. And I call it the real world. And I call this like the dream world, because the real world people are so mean and hateful for no reason. And I see this on a daily basis because I always talk about that. I always talk about how I'm really in tune with everything, and I watch and I enjoy things, and I just see how erupt and hateful people could be. And then when you come into our community, everybody's like dancing on clouds and so sweet and wonderful, and you meet them and we're hugging and we're loving each other and we're like, wow, like it's a dream. And it's incredible. And I these two ladies below right here, I just met them, and we already know what we're all about. We already know we're in our community. We already know we're awesome, and we already know like we're family. Okay, so it's such an incredible business. It's such an incredible community. It's such an incredible product we have too. We have a few products, but one company in particular is absolutely booming right now. So thank you, Paulo. Why don't we go ahead to Lian, and why don't you introduce yourself, Lian, and then tell us a little bit about the subject. Is this an MLM? And, do you have to bug friends and family in this business too, like an MLM?
Okay, how? Before I start, I must agree with what Georgia said. We are not here to convince people to join us. We are so happy with it. We want to share our joy and share this opportunity with other people. Okay, so now back to myself. Just do a short intro. I'm actually Lian Kang. I live in Toronto, Canada, with my family here. I have 2 kids. I'm actually a stay-at-home mother. And before I came to Canada, I was actually a civil servant for many years. I slog very long hours. It's like I ever go back to leave home at leave home at like 8 plus, 7 plus, then leave the office only at 3 a.m. Then back to our home, go back. Yeah, very long hours. Yeah, the toughest one was I left the office at 8 a.m., almost 8, because for a meeting that starts at 9. Go home, take a bath, and go back. So when I came to Canada, I said, oh, I don't want that life anymore, and I want to take care of my own kids. That's why I'm a stay-at-home mother. And by the time I said, okay, time to go back to look for a job, I said, but I didn't want to go back to those logging long hours. And that was when this opportunity came to me. I was so happy with it because when I was back in Singapore, I ever tried MLM. Even though I knew it wasn't my cup of tea, I thought, never mind, just give it a try, be open to new ideas. but I never kicked off because I didn't like to bug my friends. I didn't like to bug colleagues and stuff. All I did was I just share with some people of certain products, so it never kicked off. So that's why I joined this business, because it's not an MLM. If it is an MLM, I don't want to join it, because I really don't like what Paul said, and you don't like to bug your friends and family. People after a while they bug, they will be weary of you. Hey, approaching me again. Is he talking about this business again? I don't want to talk to him again. Don't want to talk to her again. That was why I joined it, because it is not an MLM. You don't have to bug your people around you. Of course, if you're very happy, like I'm very happy with the product, you want to share with your friends and family if you want to. I've actually shared with 2 friends because I'm so happy. But I don't need to go and look for them. All you need to do is we just share opportunity out there, because as Georgia said before, you just put out ads, tell people about this. That's how we find out, to people who want to join our business. And I have to say that this is really, when you join in, it's actually what Roger said before, this community is fantastic. That was how I know these people down here. Through this business talk, I know Georgia personally and Paulo personally. Through another one, I know Yudis, and now through this business, I also know Maria. And we all know that this community is fantastic because everybody helps everybody. It's not like you go and do a business, you're on your own. You just, you sink or sail on your own. Here, everybody helps everybody. Everybody has this like-minded business. And where can you find such a community where you win, I win, everybody win is the mindset. Okay, back to you, Georgia.
I love that. That's beautiful. Where can you find a community with that mindset? Um, it's I watch people, like, I went to the Alcampo. It's called Alcampo here. That's like the superstore. And I went there because I'm in Barcelona, Spain, and I'm in line and I'm watching this guy. Like, he's about 45, maybe 48. Who knows? Maybe he's younger. It's weird that people look a lot older here. It's weird, right? But I think they have hard lives here, to be honest with you, in Barcelona, in Spain, because they get paid really, really, really low. So I'm watching him, and he's doing the cashing out everything for this lady, and he's like, she's behind him. He doesn't even acknowledge her, and he's like, "Here's your receipt." It's like, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, this person looks so sad. This person looks so like he wants to be somewhere else, right? And he looks like he's a gym junkie too. He has all these tattoos. He looks really cool. And I could see it in his eyes. He's so unhappy with doing this job. And I can see it, like, as if he's wanting to be somewhere else. And as much as I wanted to give him the opportunity, I really don't tell everybody about this. And plus my Spanish isn't good, so I probably wouldn't, get anywhere. But I so bad was thinking, like, if only he knew about this business. Maybe when my Spanish gets better, maybe I'll tell him. Or I'll bring Cito here and I'll bring him to talk with him. Cito, my business partner. But anyhow, I see the unhappiness in people's eyes. I see what you're talking about, Lian, just back and forth to work and home, and and they don't have no time to do what they want, and they don't have no time for family, friends, or a loved one, or they can't even find a loved one. It's just like, my heart aches for these people because we're all human, and it makes people to become bitter. Okay. And I noticed that, like, if you go to the big cities, they're super fast paced, super busy, and you get a lot of rude people a lot of times. It's because these people are overworked, underpaid, not sleeping well, not eating properly, and they're on edge. I know it because I've seen it. I went to big cities. I lived in Toronto. Okay. And we have a solution. We have the ability to give you something that will change your life forever, that will make you to have a freedom lifestyle without ever having to leave the comfort of your home. That you can go make dinner real quick, like I did before I hopped on here. Paulo was eating too. Like, we were just chilling, eating before we got live, hanging out, took the kids out today. It's so wonderful that we can have our business at our fingertips on our schedule. And we can book a whole trip and a whole day with our friend or family, and we can go back to the business at 8 o'clock at night when we're done our day. Did you want to add something, Paulo? No? Well, thank you, Lian. So now we're going to Yudis. Yudis, God bless you, girl. Nice to meet you. Why don't you introduce yourself for us and tell us about the subject? You know, I'm in an MLM. I was in an MLM. Is this an MLM too? Do I have to reach out to people? If someone was to ask that, we've been getting that question a lot.
Not at all. And thank you for the opportunity to be here too. And my name is Yudis, and I'm originally from Colombia. And I moved to the United States. I live in New York. I moved when I was 17 years old. So since then, I've been here in New York. This is the only place that I've been living. And I'm a wife, mother of two, 25 and 16. And I'm a housekeeper. That's my job, my current job. And like Lian said, like we're always looking for something to better ourselves, and sometimes we leave our home countries for better opportunities. And when I came here, I really young, and I couldn't go to college because I didn't have no papers, and I didn't have the opportunity to go to college. So what do you do when you don't have documents? You find the jobs that that nobody else wants to take. So that's how I became a housekeeper. And thank God I became a U.S. citizen. And I'm only working on this one family, but my dream is to quit and be at home, with my children. I know my oldest daughter is still living with us. But I want to give a better opportunity for my son that he's soon in 2 years going to go to college, and we want to be ready for that. And so I was scrolling one night, and this ad popped onto my Facebook ad on my Facebook page, and I looked at it. And I'm like, oh, this seems interesting. Let me watch the webinar. And I was hooked, and I was like, oh no, this is not an MLM, because before there wasn't someone was helping me to get into the MLM, and I'm like, I'm very shy. I don't like to talk to people. I don't like to drag people around, buy this for me, or come on, join. No, I didn't like that. So I this person, when he said, oh, you can join us, and it's like you go like step by step escalating, in the MLM. I'm like, okay, let me see the paper. So I started reading, and I'm like, oh no, this is not me. I'm not doing this. I said, thank you, but no, thank you. And so when I saw this ad, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so different from the other MLM that these people were, the lady was trying to get me into. And this is the beauty of this business, that you don't have to bug anybody. You don't have to convince people that this is real or not. And and if it has to resonate with you too. And the business resonated with me. Not many people will resonate with this business because they're not sure that it's another scam, because that's the other thing that goes around the internet these days. So a lot of people are afraid. And even though I was a little skeptical about, like my potential to be in this business, if this was the thing for me, but something deep inside of me, it was saying yes, yes, yes. So I decided, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith. And I started doing it. And it's been great. And I love the community. People are very supportive. If you have a question, they're right there with you, like you cannot find that in an MLM business. You can't find that over in those other business. Like you're doing your thing, and you're lucky if you find someone to help you with the issue that you have, the question that you have. And here, you find very supportive people, and I got to know so many people from the Philippines, from Singapore, from Canada, and here from the States too. So even from Australia, New Zealand. So it's a worldwide community, and I love it. I like to see new places, and I'm seeing those new places through the eyes of those they're in the community. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hear you're a little bit of the New York accent. You know, a lot of my family, just like I was saying to Maria, that a lot of my family is from New York and New Jersey. That's where Maria's from. So I just, kind of squealed where she's from. And she can introduce herself. But yeah, like that accent. And I was kind of grew up half and half, Canada and US. My mom was American, my dad was Canadian. So yeah, it's hard in the States. It's harder in the States than it is in Canada. That's why our homebound was Canada. We always tried to get to Canada with my mother's immigration. And it is whatever Yudis is telling you right now, it's very difficult to find work if you don't have proper paperwork. My father didn't have proper paperwork in the States. None of us. That all the Canadian kids didn't have proper paperwork. Okay. You can't, and you have to pay for healthcare, and it was hard. I remember the food stamps. There's food stamps, right? I remember how hard it was in the States, and it's easier in Canada, I have to say, but even there, everything's double the price in Canada than the US. But I hear you. It's very difficult when you're, an immigrant coming into a different country and trying to work under the table and trying to find something and trying to feed your family and do something legal. Oh my goodness, like there's so much things going on in the world that people are doing illegal. Why? Because they couldn't get work, because they don't have papers or whatever the case may be. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that many people do things like that because they have no way. How else are they going to feed their kids? They think. Unfortunately, the system is really messed up. So, and that's why we're here to help you get out of that system, help you get out of the rat race, become an entrepreneur, depend on yourself and no one else in a legal, legit, transparent way. So, thank you, girl. God bless you.
Thank you. Likewise.
You're welcome. Thanks. You want to say something?
You're on mute when you're talking.
Oh. How long was I on mute for? Just for that, Lian, for introducing Maria. Oh, sorry. Okay, Maria. God bless you. I'll say it all over again. Let me see if I can say exactly. Oh my goodness. Introduce yourself for us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and tell us, about the subject. I was in MLM. Do I have to reach out to friends and family? And is this an MLM too? Thank you, girl. Sorry about that.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity to be here with you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Maria McGee. Um, um, I live here in New Jersey. I've been here for 14 years. I am originally from the Philippines, and I lived here with my 3 children. I got 2 grandkids, and my mom. She is turning 80 soon, and she's still working. That's how we immigrants are. Yes, we don't stop until as long as our body can do it, and that's my biggest reason why I joined this business, because it is I can see the promise that we can we can advance in this business. Although in the beginning I was skeptical because I don't know much about computer, but the the platform has a beautiful step-by-step training that we can follow. So I was able to convince myself that there's no way that I am not going to join this, because I've been we're talking about being MLM. I've been there. I was a victim of that MLM, whatever they're talking about MLM. I didn't know it that time that whatever it is called MLM, because All I know is when I joined, or when I attended the presentation for that company, I didn't know anything. All I wanted is a better opportunity in life. So when I went there, the presentation was fine. And all of a sudden, that's when you have to bug family and friends, or you have to, even your neighbors. And I don't know anything about selling or anything like that. So I lost, but that's how life is. But it doesn't mean that you are not going to try something else again, just because you've lost something in that part of the story. But I've been scammed also. You see, the online world is really, everything is new to me. I didn't know anything about the online world, so I was easily scammed. Now it's been a while, but I mean, that did not stop me to keep on trying and looking for a better opportunity. And this is the best opportunity that I can tell that is going to change, and and have changed a lot of people's lives already, family's life, because of this business. And definitely, this is no MLM. I never ask, and I never ask my friends or people I know, even my coworkers. They're asking me, "What am I doing online? Why do they see me? No, why do they see me online?" And I'm like, "This is my part-time. Even when I'm at work, my full-time job, I can do my part-time business online, because you can take it anywhere. You can do it anywhere you want. Especially, I used to work 3 jobs, and it's tiring. Oh my, I after 10 years, the 10 years now that I've been working 3 jobs. And when I met this, when I've learned about this business, I said, I don't have to go through all of that anymore, you know. And being working 3 jobs, I was working hard to take care of my children, to be with my family. But the fact is, I lost my family because of working hard. Because I literally leave the house at 3 or I get up at 3, I leave at 4 in the morning, and I don't come home until 9, 10 o'clock at night. So what energy can I give to my family when I'm all exhausted? And this is 6 days a week. It is not like happen just for couple days. No, it's been for 10 years. It's been my life here in America. So it was so hard. That's why I really prayed for a better opportunity, that I can change this situation. It was so tiring for me. Plus, like I said, my mom is getting old, and n- what time am I spending with her? What time I'm going to spend with her, and when can I do that, when I am working all those hours? So when I learned about this business, I said that this is the answer. And I don't know, I don't feel about MLM in this business. And I never, because from, like I said, I used to do that. I have to bug family and friends. I don't do that anymore over here. So this is a very, I'm new in the business, but I am learning a lot, and I am so like, gaining a lot of knowledge. I don't know, I don't have any business background, and yet now I am even learning how to read business books. I can even relax now. Like, I have time for myself. I can go out with my family. Just like last night, we even at 11 midnight, we are walking around. We walk around the park, because we have time for each other. And this is like well, I can, when I come home, I don't have to worry about, actually, before I don't come home from one job. After that, I have to go to the next. I don't come home right away. I have to go to my other job instead of coming home. Now when I come home after my full time, I'm stay home. I don't have to go to my other two jobs anymore. I don't have to actually, I did not apply to another job anymore. So now I have one full time, and this I'm doing on the side. That that the goal is, I'm going to quit my full time job and do this for, forever, because this is a better for us. No stress, no too much stress, because you don't have to be at work all day long. So I'm sorry, I talk too much. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Georgia and Paul and Lian and Yudis. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I actually just wanted to keep listening. I did, honestly, because your story touches home with so many people. And I know because you're Filipino, you're probably one of those that's in your blood and it's like work, 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 work. Paulo, and that's what Paulo does. And I know a lot of people from your nationality are super successful in this business because they have that mindset of work and focus. And if you work and you focus on this business, like part-time or solely, you're gonna be filthy rich. I'm just gonna say it. You're going to succeed so much. Okay. And um, I really like how calm you are, even though I could tell there's a million things going on in your head. Like, look at how hard you work, 3 jobs, this, that, like, and you still kept your cool. And as you were talking, I could imagine how hard you were working, coming home one, two, eating fast, not with the family, and just like you're little by little, jeopardizing your health too, right? There's no time to calm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Too much. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
getting sick at that time. Actually, I was getting sick because, and you're exhausted. My blood pressure, my cholesterol, everything was going up. But when I found this business, I said, "Heaven, thank you, Lord. This is the answer to all of that." Because I don't have to go through all that job anymore. This is really a business blessing. Definitely, God put me here for a reason. I think every one of us have a reason for being here, and God put us here. God led us into this business for a reason. I think
Oh,
that's, yeah.
100%. I feel the same way because everything that I was going through at the time, going through marital problems, financial problems, everything all at once. And then this business came in and like saved me. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because it was so stupid of things that I wanted financially. And I was like, that's out the window. I don't even want that anymore. This business came forth my way and opened up my eyes in another way to be smart financially, to be smart with my investments, to do that. We have so many people, you know this, Maria, you know this, everyone. We have so many people in our online business community that quit their jobs. They had 3 jobs. Franco, one of our other Filipino business partners, he left them all. And then a few of them, they had big real estate jobs. A Canadian and a Filipino, they was making billions and they quit it because they're making millions with this business, buying log homes, succeeding above and beyond. Our some of our business partners were, digital marketers or, making headlines for certain digital marketing companies. And now they're brought all their good stuff into this business and they're buying, $2 million rises in Vancouver, penthouses and on the island houses and for their family. And you just, there's so many huge testimonies. I have a huge testimony. So I'll go for a few minutes and then I'll let everyone go. And I just want to say that me as a mom of 5, I'm Georgia, I'm a mom of 5, and I literally skyrocketed in this business by putting my time into it, putting my effort into this business. I only had a 7th grade education. And as I was talking with Maria, I was born in Nutley, New Jersey, but I was brought up in Canada and US. And I grew up a lot in Toronto and a lot in fast-paced cities. And I moved to Kamloops, BC, the western part of Canada, the more relaxed, and I switched my business around, and it kind of failed. And I got in debt. I spent all my savings, and then this business fell in my lap just before I was thinking about getting a job, because I was offered a few jobs. I came for a better life for me and my kids into Kamloops, BC, and it wasn't. I was like in debt and becoming broke, and this business fell in my lap. And now I just been traveling the world, going to all these wonderful meetups just for fun, learning about this business, meeting people from all over the world. Paulo was my bestie. We met. We had a whole bunch of fun in Vancouver, going on cruises. I'm here in Barcelona, Spain. Been traveling. Just and there's so much more that I am going to do in this area. Paris, Portugal, you name it, all over the world. Like I have big plans, Greece. But I was able to do this with this business, and no, it's not an MLM. I was in a couple of makeup companies, and I know 100% sure they're MLMs. I didn't even know what MLM was, but you have to get to these certain levels, and the person above you gets a percentage, and it was like bull to me, because I was like, there's no money here. Girls, I watched these girls, and I'm like, there's no money in here. I know that your husband is paying for everything. I know that you're only bringing in a couple hundred. I know you. I know what that is all about. Like, you can't tell me any different, because when they bring in someone, they're like, oh yes, you're gonna do wonderful. I'm like, sure. It's $10 a sale. It's $5 a sale. You got to make these parties. You got to do. You're working really. You put so much time into this, but there's not a lot of money into it. It doesn't matter if you get all the up in these ranks. They're taking a percentage of your money, and there's no money in it. And you're having to reach out and do these little parties. I didn't like that, because I tried a little party with my friends, all my church friends, and it was so fun. Actually, we had a blast. It was so funny. We made fools of ourselves. We did videos. It was a crack up. But nobody bought anything. I wasn't even wanting to pressure them. I'm like, I don't want to pressure them. I actually got $90 free when I bought this big package, and I got the mascara and stuff from that $90 free. I didn't even want them to buy anything. So that's me. I don't want to pressure anybody into buying anything. I don't want to make people at the end of the party, who's going to buy something now? And it's like, I don't, that's not who I am. And I like the makeup. I still use makeup till this day from a lot of these companies. But the product there's no money in the product. I'll be honest with you. And there's money in this business, because you literally are making, 1.4K all the way up to 5.9K on a sale. Where else are you going to hear that? And nobody takes any of your commissions. No one, nobody. You take it all. You take all your commissions, okay? And there's crazy bonuses. There's crazy incentives. So I will tell you, you don't have to reach out to people. Our automated system does the work for you. Okay, this is how the business works. You get started, you watch our free workshop, and we're going to give you the link in a moment. You watch our free workshop, you click on the link, and then you're right away, you're taken to that replay. So you watch that. Once you watch that, you decide if this is for you. If this is for you, sign up, and you're going to get a few hours of free coaching call videos explaining the products, how you're going to be making so much money, what you're going to be doing, even testimonials of the products. You're going to be seeing everything from there. And then you book your call with us coaches, and we set you up fully. We set you up for success. We're like, well, how much you want to make a month, or how much time do you have? Like, that's the nitty gritty. We find out, okay, when could we Zoom next? When are we going to get you set up? How much time can you put in your training a day? Because if you do it in this way, in a week's time, you have your ad up and running and start getting leads and buyers. Okay. When you create your ad with me, or whoever your business, your mentor is, or in coach, once your ad is created, it's attached to a website that has a sales funnel. So when somebody goes to your ad and clicks on it, and say they're at the daycare picking up their child, and real quick they see your ad and they want more information about the product. Okay, they want more information. They click on it, they add their information, and then our system sends them all the information right away. So sometimes people don't have time to buy in right away. They're busy, but our system emails them. It's called the email campaign. It's an automated system. It's a sales funnel, and emails them for 45 days straight over the course of 80 emails. And boom, you get a buyer, and you get a check in the mail in the US and Canada. If you're across seas or in a foreign country, you get direct deposit, okay, into your bank account. And that's how it works. All you're doing is advertising. You don't have to bug people, reach out to people. We show you how to do attraction marketing, meaning you attract people into your ad, into your business. So boom, that's how it is. And I want to thank everybody for coming on today. And I want to assure everybody this is not an MLM or a pyramid scheme. This is a real legitimate business where you get tax slips and you come into a registered business where it's been around since 50 years. Okay, so it has 6 gold seals of quality. We don't want anything to do with anything that's not legitimate. And we help our business partners to steer them away from anything that is not real looking or something Facebook prompting them to do this or that. We're all about keeping safe online. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you want to add anything, anybody or Paulo, about our Earn Online Academy?
Yeah, just adding on for Earn Online Academy. So we've created this private Facebook group several months ago to allow people to do further due diligence with this business, figure out what it's about. And so we've created frequently asked question videos. There's about 17 in there that we get commonly. So one of these is a video, but then we've got other videos created. So definitely reach out to us. If you're not in there watching permission webinar first, tell us that you want to get added into the Earn Online Academy and we'll just add you in. You just have to have a Facebook account. That's all. So we'll get you added in. And we've gotten such great feedback from that group, from many people who've joined and gotten information out there. It's very valuable information on there. And there's also free little PDF books that we've added in there too that helps with personal development, because just with the business, we do a lot of personal development, because any business, you need that right mindset, that right personal development to keep going forward, because this entrepreneur journey is up and down, but like our community is so supportive, and they just keep you going whenever you have down moments. And we're really good at telling each other, don't forget your whys of doing this business. And I know a lot of you have your whys of wanting to have a better quality life. We only live once. There's only so much time in a day that we can do things. Enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, and enjoy it where you can actually are feeling happy. And this is the opportunity that we want to show you guys so that you can get the information and hopefully join, because we're a legit business and a very supportive community with everyday people from all walks of life. So that's what I'll add into that, Georgia.
Thank you, Paulo. God bless you. And if anybody else wants more information on the workshop, just click the link in this post, add your name and your email, and you won't be disappointed. You'll be able to workshop replay right away that I host it. It's going to explain everything. We have some incredible business partners on there, co-hosting, literally giving the presentation and their testimony. So click that link, add your name and your email. You won't regret it. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you all.